If there is a fifth Beatle, then there is George Martin. Musical arranger, producer, guiding light. He is the patriarch. At the press conference in Liverpool, he was also a spokesman.
Well, this is where it all began. And it's coming back full cycle now, 25 years or so many years later. And I'm so glad that Paul is doing this concert tonight, and I'm so glad that he's actually giving so much support to the Liverpool School of Performing Arts. We need to help young people in this country more than ever today, because there's a kind of movement amongst those in power to diminish the arts. Music is like love, is a human emotion. And the best of love and the best of music will come from those people best equipped to provide it.
It's lovely to be back, you know, and just see the kids, all the young Liverpoolians, you know. Around about the time of the Toxteth riots, I was talking to a fellow from Upper Parliament Street, and he suggested this fame idea. And then that came together when I went up to my old school, Liverpool Institute, this place. And it was falling down, you know. So I put the two ideas together and hoped in some way, you know, it might help. No guarantees. And, you know, Liverpool people have always had a lot of talent. There's always been a lot of comedians, musicians, actors, etc. come out of here. So hopefully this school will tap that kind of talent, you know, rather than the academic thing. See my old mate Donny? Right, Don? Yeah, I went to school with him.
The Liverpool School for the Performing Arts is not the only charity that will benefit from the concert. There is also the Kids in Need and Distress, the Netherley Trust, the Merseyside Play Action Group, the Children of Liverpool.
Best thing is audiences. Is you make your records and you write them and you sing them and you mix the records kind of in private, and then you try them out on people. And it's really only then, when you're in front of an audience, that you see if you've done it right or not. Some of the shows we've been doing, you know, you really get a feeling like you've been doing something right. Because otherwise, it's just you're listening to critics, and they're always picking your part, even if you've got it right. And even if Sergeant Pepper, you know, the critics slammed it. Oh, you know, load of rubbish. So it is nice to get a genuine opinion. They've got no axe to grind. They're not looking after their own image. They're not trying to further their own career. They're just people who've come to a show, and they either like you or they walk out. So I'm with them. I'm not with the critics. I'm with the audience, you know. So they've since told me there's a couple of hot reviews that I should read, but I won't do it. I'm planning to read them all at the end of the tour. Sit down, my slippers on, get the telly on, get the sounds on, you know, have a drink, and I'll read some of the better reviews. I'll still get hung up, I know. Well, this being John's 50th year, he would have been 50. I wanted to do something coming out on tour, you know, I wanted to recognize the fact. So much gets said about me, John, you know, and we had Barneys, we had plenty of Barneys. So I liked the idea of just putting a bit of that to rest and doing something that was real, which was like playing a small tribute to him, you know. So I just thought, well, what are a few songs of John's that I like and that I think are really John? And the first three that came to mind were Strawberry Fields, which is very John. And it reminds me of when we recorded it and everything, and all of that was very John. It was very typical of him. A lot of good memories of that. And then Help, which I wrote with John, but he takes the lead vocal, so I'd never actually sung the lead vocal. So that was nice. It's a nice song to do. And they're good words. And then Give Peace a Chance had to be there, because to me that's sort of one of John's big statements, really, in the world. And I always say to people, anybody who's sort of trying to say, well, you know, he's just a singer like John. I mean, I'm not trying to make a saint out of him or anything, but in his defense, you know, I would say, yeah, well, he maybe just been a singer, but the Vietnam War was brought to a close by over 1 million people singing that song at the White House in Washington. And, you know, when you see 1 million or so people, more than 1 million people, young people, singing that, that's pretty powerful, isn't it? And it's happened every time we've done it. They naturally join in. And to me, it reaffirms the thing that we sometimes forget these days, particularly in the 80s, that, you know, we really do want peace. Liverpool was incredible because, you know, they're my people. These are some of them are people I grew up with. Well, half of them are my family. So it's very special, you know, to go home, and there we were on a beautiful evening in the summer, on the banks of the Mersey with these people buzzing away. That was a very special memory for me. And I say the moment when they wouldn't stop singing Give Peace a Chance was very special. You don't get that often. That was a great buzz.
This is just a little tribute to someone we loved dearly. 2, 3, 4.
Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Hill. Nothing is real, nothing to get hung about. Strawberry fields forever. Living is easy with eyes closed. Misunderstanding all you see is